Okay, in this video, we will go over equivalent ratios, and ratios that are equivalent mean they are the same. And as an example, 1/2, 2/4, 3/6, they're equivalent. And the way that we can actually prove that they are equivalent is if we divide this piece by 2, we get 2 divided by 2 is 1. If you divide this piece by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. They match. That's one way of showing it. Same idea for this one. If we were to divide this piece by 3, divide this piece by 3, 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. They're all equivalent. And another way to really think about this is 1 divided by 2 means this. Let's say you have $1 and you have 2 friends. Each friend would get 50 cents. Here, let's say you have $2 and you have 4 friends. Again, each friend would get 50 cents because 4 50 cents is $2. And last one, if you have $3, 6 friends, each person would get 50 cents. It's a half. So now we're actually going to do 3 problems, and we want to know, are these two, ratios equivalent? And I'll show you another method, but let's first do the same method. So here I have a 5, here I have a 60, here I have a 2, here I have a 12. So let's say I divide this piece by 6. If I want to make it 2, I need to divide this piece by 6. And if I divide this piece by 6 also, because if I do it in the numerator, I have to do the same number in the denominator. And let's see, what does this give us? So 12 divided by 6, we know it's going to give us 2. So we have 2. 2 divided by 60 divided by 6 is 10. So you'll notice 2 divided by 5 is not the same as 2 divided by 10. So they are not equivalent. They are different. They're different ratios. And I'll show you even another method on how we can do this. So the method you just saw involved, making this into this piece, but there's another method called cross product, and I'll show you how to do that. So we could say this, 2 divided by 5, and we can put equal with a question mark. We don't know if it's equal. 12 divided by 60. And with the cross product method, you're literally crossing the diagonal and then the other diagonal. And I'll show you what we have to do next. So whenever we cross, so this blue piece, 2 times 60, we will write that down. 2 times 60 is equal to, we don't know yet if it's true, 5 times 12. 5 times 12. So 2 times 60, the blue diagonal, with the 5 times 12, the green diagonal. And we want to know, is it the same? Well, 5 times 12 is 60. And this is 2 times 60. So again, not equivalent. And we're going to do 2 more problems if it's not clear yet. But that's another way of showing it not being equivalent. Okay, this is the next one. Okay, here we have a 3. Here we have a 12. So if we wanted to make this piece into a 3, we could divide by 4. We could divide by 4. 12 divided by 4 is 3. And 21 divided by 4 is not 7. If it was a 3, it would be 7, but it's not. So not 7. I'll just say that. It doesn't really matter. That's all we need to say that it's not going to be equivalent, because the top is the same, but the bottom is not the same. Therefore, it's not going to be equivalent. So we can write not equivalent. So that's one method of doing it, but then we'll also do the cross product method. So same procedure. We write 3 divided by 7 is equal to, with a question mark, we don't know if it's true, 12 divided by 21. Then we multiply the diagonals, so 3 and 21, and 7 and 12. So yeah, 3 times 21, is it equal to 7 times 12? Well, 3 times 21 is 63. I'll put a question mark. We don't know if it's true. And 7 times 12 is going to be 84. So they're not the same. So not equivalent. And again, we'll have one more problem. All right, this is the last one. So here we have a 5, here we have a 15. If we want to change the 15 into a 5, we could divide by 3. And then we'd do the same for the denominator, divide by 3. And then 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 36 divided by 3 is 12. So this time it is equivalent. So yes, we have an equivalent ratio. So this time they are the same, and so it's called an equivalent ratio. But I'll show you also using the cross product method. So we write 5 divided by 12 is equal to, with a question mark, 15 divided by 36. Do our cross multiplication. So this cross with this cross. And we have 5 times 36. We don't know yet if it's equal, with 12 times 15. So we got to do some multiplication. So 36 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30. Put a 3 on top. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 180. And is this going to be the same as this piece? Let's find out. So 15 times 12. 2 times 5 is 10. Put a 1 on top. 2 times 1 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. So 30. 1 times 5 is 5. It goes in the tens category because this is 1s, this is 10. So this will be in the tens category. And then 1 times 1 is 1. We add it up. 0, 8, 1. So it is the same. So again, another way of showing that it is equivalent. Now, it depends. Sometimes, the first method is easier. Sometimes the second method is easier. In my opinion, for this problem, the first method was easier. We didn't have to do all of this stuff. And that's pretty much it regarding equivalent ratios.